them is confidential. Are they confidential? Are they confidential? When you say things to them, do you hear it on the radio? Do you hear it on the street? Do you hear it from the mouth of a third party? When you have someone who chit-chats all over the place, please and please, I beg you, such people should not be in your inner cabinet. Such people should not be part of people, your close confidant. They can't be members of your kitchen cabinet once they are not confidential. The second thing I would like to say, and very, very important, is what I call the integrity. Integrity is important. Integrity. What I'm saying is that they are not people who likes to pull a fast one. They are not people that, you know, who will never leave money on the table. They are there. I mean, they are always looking, you know, to take advantage of situations. They are not straightforward. And such people, you don't want them. They can't be your confidant. They can't be members of your kitchen cabinet, because when we're talking about kitchen cabinet, we're talking about trust. You're talking about trust. And when someone is not trustworthy, when someone is not straightforward, when someone is a bit crooked, such a person cannot be part of your innermost circle. They cannot be. So for those who are just joining us, the first thing the first way of identifying them is, are they confidential? The second one I say, is this integrity? Is it someone who will pull a fast one? Is it someone who will pull a fast one on you? So this is very important. You must check, because trust, when you're talking about your kitchen cabinet, that has to be part of your inner cabinet, must be someone who is available. Available. I'm not talking about available to you 24/7, but there are people that you will call. Once they receive your phone call, once you call them, they'll pick, most likely they'll pick your phone and tell you, listen, I'm in a meeting, 20 minutes later, let us have a chat. They have to be available. They have to be accessible. You cannot have someone in your inner circle and those people are not available to you. Those people are not, they are not available. They are not there for you. So in such a situation, it's not going to work. It's not going to work, because anyone who is part of your inner cabinet must be someone who is available to you, someone who is there, someone who holds your back. The third point I believe I was making is that a member of your kitchen cabinet must be people who are what? Who are available. They are available. You need to talk to them. An idea comes up to you and you just want to say, you know what, this thing is just flashing. I want to bounce this idea off of you. Robert, welcome all the way from Florida. Welcome. Good to have you here tonight. So your members of your kitchen cabinet are people that must be available. They must be available. They must be reachable and all of that. This is very, very important. Very, very important. So for those just joining us, number one, I said they must be confidential. Number two, I said integrity. They are people that you trust. Trust is very important. That is how to identify someone who you want near you, someone you want to be part of your inner circle. And the third one I said is availability. The fourth one is very, very important. The fourth one, and I need you to pay attention. This is someone who is pushing all boundaries despite their own issues. Let me say it. The fourth one is someone who is pushing, who is pushing your course, who is trying to enlarge your course, who is trying to stretch you, who is trying to make you do more, who is trying to enlarge your influence. That person, the man who you want, or the woman who you want in your kitchen cabinet, is someone who is helping you to enlarge your coast, is someone who is helping you to increase your influence, is someone who is looking for your good, who is trying to push out for the best in you. That is the word. He's someone who, they have issues. You know, you don't want someone who comes to you all the time, who is part of your inner circle, and all the person is thinking about is what is in it for me. You know, there are people with issues in life. You don't want someone who is part of your inner circle and all the time he's looking for ways of how you can help him, how you can assist him or her, how you can do this. They have issues. You don't want such people. There are people that they have a lot of issues up. I mean, I'm not talking, we're going to have issues once a while, but the man or woman who is that member of your inner cabinet, that member, that close person that you want around you, he's someone who is pushing for the best. They have their own issues. They are not perfect, but they're always out there. They are out there. They are not attention seekers. You know, there are some people that if you have them as part of your, kitchen cabinet, they always seek attention. They want to be the central of attraction. You don't want such people around you. You don't want such people in your inner circle because they will always try to make whatever is going on about themselves. That's what they do. And you don't want that person because they are attention seekers. You know, when you're trying to enlarge your business, you're trying to grow your career, you're trying to make progress, and once they're around you, sooner or later, the topic gets to be about them. Oh, I'm trying to do this. I can't do it. Oh, I didn't have it so good when I was growing up. You know, they have issues like that. You don't want such a person in your kitchen cabinet. You want people who are always looking. They are looking for opportunities for you. They are looking for ways to improve your life. They are looking for ways. When you talk, they push you. There's something positive about when they're around you. They have what you call a positive aura. There are people that when they're around you, you see yourself doing more. You see yourself achieving more. You see yourself getting better results because they come with this positive. You don't want that attention seeker who comes, looking, fuming. It's like the whole world is on them. It's like they are not happy with what is happening to them and all of that. Those are not the type of kitchen cabinet members you want around you. You want people who are looking for your good. You want someone who is pushing the boundary and who wants to, believe. I love what Nike says here. Nike said, that one that believes in your vision, interested in helping you make your vision a reality. You understand what I'm saying? So the fourth reason are people who are pushing, helping you to enlarge your course, helping you to make your vision a reality. Those are those type of people. I say this, your friends are people that each time they hear your voice, there's something lifts. It's like there's a light in their eyes. Those are the type of people. Those kitchen cabinet members, when you see them, when they come, there's a brightness there. Because why? They push your boundary. They push your boundary. The fifth way of identifying who are your kitchen cabinet members. What is the fifth thing? What is that? Is that now you don't want your kitchen member to be dull. They have to be smart. When I mean smart, I mean they are intelligent. You don't want to spend time with someone who is not smart. The person might not be smart, but they have to be someone who is willing to learn. You don't want someone who knows everything. You want someone who there's this saying in the wonderful book of wisdom. It says that iron sharpeneth iron. He said a friend sharpens the countenance of his friend. That is what we're talking about. How to identify your kitchen cabinet member. He's someone who is smart. You want someone who brings value. Their knowledge, they are insightful. When you share things with them, they are they come with insight. You can see when you share things with them, you give them an opinion. You say, listen, I want to do this and this how. By the time they give you their feedback, you can see insight there. They show you what I call your blind spots. They're able to, so you need someone who's smart. In one of the programs that we had, marrying or dating a serial entrepreneur, and our marriage guest, pastor that we invited, and he said something. he's talking about people who are natural entrepreneurs. And he said, I said, who is the type of person someone like me should not marry? And he said, don't marry someone who is not smart. I mean, there are things that, I mean, you want people, I mean, my kitchen cabinet, like I said earlier on before I started sharing this point, is my wife. I mean, today she did something and I was, wow, they bring something out. You're with that person and they make a suggestion and I'm saying, wow, I love this. You understand? They come with that insight. They come with that understanding. These are people. So when you see people, when you're able to identify someone who is smart, who comes with some kind of understanding, some kind of good feel about them, they are smart, so they come with what I call knowledge network. For those of us who do not know what is called knowledge network, is people who have the ability to connect unrelated dots. They are able to see something and connect it with something that does not relate to it, but they're able to bring something out of it. So those are smart people. I mean, a lot of people in life, you just see them, they're walking through life. It's like they don't even know when. I mean, I'm sure that we've heard of that, about 3 people in life. There are some people who are spectators. There are some people who are sideline officials. And there are some people in any football game, they are the spectators who don't know what's going to happen and all of that. There are sideline managers who have an idea, of maybe the strategy and all of that. But there are some people who are actually making things happen on the field. They are the ones who are really making things happen on the field. So that's my 5th point. The 5th point is that they must be smart. They must be teachable. You want people who are teachable. You want, welcome tonight. That is my mentor. That's Pastor Odun and Marcelo. Thank you, sir. I've missed you, sir. Okay, so going back, I mean, you want people, I mean, like I said, you want people who are smart. You want people, one of the things, like I said, if I speak with my business mentor, there are some things that, my vision is that, you understand? But when you talk to someone and they push up your vision, they do that. So these are people who should be around you. These are people that you want in your inner circle. And like I said to some who are just joining us, I said earlier on, because I was laying a foundation. When you are talking about your inner cabinet, you're not talking about 100 people. You're not talking about 1,000 people. You're not talking about 100 people. You are talking about maybe at most 5 people. 5 people who understand you. 5 people who are there. They are there. So that's my 5th point. For those who are just joining us, I mentioned confidentiality, very important. They must be confidential. Number 2, I said integrity is very important. Number 3, I said they must be available. They are not people that you are trying to reach 3-4 days and all of that. They call you, they see your missed call, they make sure they call you back and all of that. Number 4, I said they push your boundaries. They push your boundaries. I love the addition Nike said. He said, excited to see you succeed. They push your boundary. They are happy. They are, so these are people that you want in your circle. Vision multipliers, consistent in character. They cover your blind spot. Those are those, things that we mentioned. And number 5, I said they must be smart. They must be smart, teachable, deep, insightful, and all of that. Number 6 point, how do I identify those who should be in my inner circle? Number 6 point is that they must be respectful. They must be respectful. They must be, respectful, not, respectful, and you enjoy their company. When you have inner cabinet member, they must respect you. There must be respect. The problem with, quite a number of people, why people do not allow people get into their inner circle at times, is that some of you are not respectful. Just because the person invited you to, to their home, you start taking advantage. Respectful means there's a line. Yes, we are close, but there's a line. There's a line that is drawn. And this is something that Africa needs to learn a lot. One of the best things that is happening now is that Jeff Bezos is stepping down. But the guy who is taking over from Jeff Bezos has been there. He joined, I learned that he joined Jeff Bezos, that's the new CEO of Amazon. This guy is now going to run a $1 trillion company. Can you imagine that? He joined Jeff Bezos the year he left school, and he has been there. He doesn't make noise. The respect is there. He's been part of the team. He's been part of the strategy. He's been part of that inner circle. The same thing happened with Bill Gates. The guy who took over from Bill Gates has been there. They grew together. They worked it out together. They had that inner circle. You know, I'll pray for somebody tonight that may God bring around you the right men and right women, the right men and women you need for the next level of your growth. This is very important. The topic we are talking about tonight is one of the most important factors in accelerating your growth, in accelerating your expansion. Because when you do not have that, you are limited. You're limited. You're limited in different areas. So this is very important. So your inner circle must be respectful. Just because you eat together does not mean that you're classmate. Just because you eat together. I mean, this guy today now, who is the new CEO of Amazon, has been there. The respect is there. He's not saying, oh, probably, do you know how many meetings he has from, in fact, he had an interview. I'm trying to remember his name now. There was an interview he had, and if anybody can come up with that name, you can please flash it up so that some of us can see it either on Google and all of that. But one of the things that this guy, they asked him a question. And they said, oh, you know what? You have been there, you have been running, you know, VP of one of the most, they could identify that this guy, he's been there, he's been loyal, he's been part of the inner circle. And they asked him, who is, you know, do you have any, after this, do you have any aspiration to run Amazon as an organization? Do you know his reply? He replied them. He said, I don't see anybody running Amazon apart from Jeff Bezos. That was what he said. I don't see anyone. He has been there. He has been there consistently. And these are people who should be there, they are respectful. That question is what I call a tempting question, is a trap. Is a trap to check the ambition. And this guy didn't fall for that trap. He said, I don't see anyone. I don't see anyone. But today, he's running $1 trillion company. $1 trillion company. We need the right people in our inner circle. We need the right people as our kitchen cabinet members. Number 7, that's number 6 for those who are just joining us. Number 7, very, very important. This is very, very key, is that you want people who are detailed. You want people who are detailed. There's a word I like, who are very thorough. People, you know, you don't want to give people in your inner cabinet who are wishy-washy. People who you give a task and they are not thorough with that task. They are not detailed. They are not looking at final details. They take, you know, people who, you don't want shabby people in your inner cabinet. You don't want shabby people, because shabby people will drop the ball. Shabby people are unfaithful people. They are not, you can't trust them. You can't give them a task. You know, they are not detailed. They will not look at, they will always give you 20%, 30%. You want people who will give you 200%. They are thorough. You give them an assignment and they go beyond. They raise the bar. That's what I'm talking about. They raise the bar. They raise the bar of whatever task that you have given to them. These are people who you want in your inner circle. Is there someone like that who raises the bar? You know, we're talking about people, they know how to appear for any occasion. They know that. They have that excellence in mind. Their presentation skill, they know how to present themselves. They know how to present themselves. They are not going to follow you somewhere and people are going to watch. Is that your handyman that is following you and all of that? They have a presence. They have a presence that they qualify to be there. And what I'm talking about tonight is we're talking about you having the kitchen cabinet your own, and it's possible to have your own personal kitchen cabinet, and you're also the kitchen cabinet. You're also a member of another person's kitchen cabinet. You're also a member of another person's kitchen cabinet. So this is not something that we're talking works only for you, but we're talking about what works for you and also what works for other people. What works for you and what works for other people. So that is number 7 point. Excellence is not, excellent in life is not in the big things. So the 7th point is that you want people who are detailed. They look at those tiny things. Their eyes pick up the tiny. Excellence is not in the big things. It's in the tiny details. It's in the tiny details. When you look at a master craftsman and you see someone who is not a master craftsman, and so you see an ordinary, the difference between a master craftsman and an ordinary craftsman is in the detail. When you see the ordinary craftsman, you will just see the line. The line is there. The line might be wobbly a bit. But when you see a master craftsman, when you see the line is excellent. The line is super, is excellent and all of that. And let me add this because we're out of time tonight. And if there's anybody who would like to, give us any suggestion and all of that, you can please, somebody say, I don't understand Andy Jersey and all of that. Okay, thank you very much. The incoming CEO is Andy Jersey. Thank you so much, Adioye. Thank you so much for that. So we can read about Andy Jersey. Fantastic guy. He's been there. I think he joined Amazon a year after he left school. Let me share one more, and then next week Sunday we'll have the part 2 because I have about 12. And maybe some of you have more to add to this particular topic, but I have about 12. And one more that I would like to share is that the person in your kitchen cabinet must be somebody who is resourceful. Someone who is what? Resourceful. They have a network of good people around them. They bring value to the table. When you say you need someone, I'm sure that some of you have done some of these things, that when you talk to some people and when you see a good person, you ask them, please, can you recommend someone like you? You understand what I'm saying? So when you see someone who is successful, they know other successful people. When you see someone who is doing well, it means that they have one or two network of value that they can give to you. They have that. They are very resourceful. When you tell them, oh, I need someone to get me a pizza, or I need someone to get me something from China, one way or the other, they are resourceful. They are just not empty people. They have deep resources. They have what? Deep resources. One of the things I was saying recently is that such people are not stranded. They can't be stranded. They want to get something done. They don't believe in impossibilities. They look at something and say, listen, I can find, I know one or two people to get this done. I know one or two people to get this particular thing done. So I think I'm going to just, stop here tonight. We've shared about 8. For those who are just joining us, I'll just go through all the 8 points. The first one is confidentiality. So for those who probably joined us late, there are some things I said. I said successful people have, kitchen cabinet, people like Jeff Bezos, people like Bill Gates, they always share ideas amongst themselves and all of that. I mentioned something that your spouse is the most important member of your kitchen cabinet for those who are married and all of that. I also mentioned things like what I said is that it's the most important after life, after God giving you life, is the most important thing that you should, pay attention to. Is that your team, those who are around you and all of that is very, very important. So for those joining us as we wrap up tonight, you'd like to make any contribution, any comment, I'm looking at the chat room, maybe there's someone who would like to add one more for us, who would like to add something, to the story tonight. So confidentiality, I mentioned that. Integrity is number 2. Availability is number 3. Someone who is able to push your boundaries, somebody who are vision multipliers, who are excited with your vision, who wants, that's number 4. There are people that push your boundaries despite their own issues. despite their own issues. Number 5, I said that person must be smart, teachable, must not be an empty head and all of that. Very, very important. Respectful, even if the person is not smart, but is someone who is willing to learn, because whoever learns sooner or later will become smart. Number 6, I said they must be respectful. Just because you eat together does not mean. That's number 5. Number 6 is respectful and all of that. Number 7, you want people who are detailed, people who pay attention to detail. They are very thorough. They don't do things shabbily. They don't do shoddy jobs. They are really there to, to give in their best. And then the number 8 and the last one for this night, I said that they are resourceful. They have a network of, when you say you need something, they know they can get to 1 or 2 people who can do it and all of that. So that is very important for anyone joining us tonight. And I thank you so much for your time. As we close this particular session, I would like to, wish you a profitable week, a progressive week. Maybe you can make me a member of your kitchen cabinet, because I'm excited. I'm excited when entrepreneurs are succeeding. It gives me joy and all of that. Time will not permit me to be in everybody's kitchen cabinet, but that is one of those things that I'm excited, especially when African leaders or Africans are making it, and Africans are making a difference. Thank you so much, all our guests. A special kudos to Sir K. Adekunle. Thank you, sir, for being there. He's always there here before the time and all of that. And really, really, I appreciate that support. Anthony, Dr. Adeniji, thank you so much. Fumi, Sister Fumi, thank you. Jide Okwebi, thank you all for tonight. My people, Nestor System, Adioye, thank you so much tonight. Please let us share this page. Let us, Salvation Crusaders, thank you so much and all of that. My mentor, my business mentor, Pastor Odu, thank you so much. Robert, my wonderful in-law, thank you so much. Thomas Skyline, thank you so much. Anthony, I don't know which of the Anthony. My pastor, Adiola Ola Monure, thank you so much. And my super agent Olubumi, thank you so much all for tonight. God bless you. May we have a profitable week ahead in the name of Jesus. May the Lord keep us. May the Lord empower us. May the Lord give us perfect health as we go on. And may God give us the right people,
Amen.
The right people that will take our business to the next level. May the Lord give it to us. I hear someone talking. Yes, sir, you like to say something, Thomas Skyline? Hello?
No, I was saying amen. Amen.
Sir?
I was just saying amen to your prayers.
Oh, thank you so much.
I was saying amen to your prayers, sir.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much. Have a beautiful and great week ahead. God bless you as we close for tonight. Thank you so much. God bless you. May we all succeed, and may the Lord continue to shine his countenance upon us. God bless you. Good night. Good night. Good night. Good night. Good night.